Hey, it's Anthony here on EduPower Tools, and I'm here today to give you a little more in-depth information about creating events in Google Calendar, helping to stay organized, adding tasks, things like that might be helpful for both teachers and students alike. It's hard to keep track of everything, especially in students' life where they've got different classes going on and different assignments due and things like that, as well as teachers with meetings and planning and all that good stuff. So here are just a couple of things that you might not be aware of that might be helpful and useful to you within Google Classroom, within Google Calendar, Google Calendar. All right, so here we have kind of a blank slate here. I turned off all my calendars so all of my stuff doesn't get in the way. I'm just going to show my calendar here by clicking on that box there. Okay, great. So here we see that today's Thursday the 19th. This is the current time right now. And I see the events that I have kind of already scheduled on my calendar. And over here on the left-hand side, you see that I have a bunch of different calendars here. I've got my calendar, this is my main calendar. I also have birthdays that are thrown in there, Google Classroom calendars here. So this is a Google Classroom calendar. Playground is where my sample class is. And then I also have some other ones, reminders, tasks, and then another one called Streak. That's another add-on that I kind of use to help keep track of things. So basically what I'm going to do is kind of just show you how to create an event. So we create an event by clicking here, and it just kind of creates a box and you add a title. So say I have a science test. I can just put that in, science test, no problem. And some things that I can do are to set a time schedule. So 10 to 10:30 if that's coming up next period. I can add a description to remind myself of what I need to study. This is the material I need to study. Chapter 2 test, something like that. And then what I can do is I can also change the calendar here, and that could come in handy in just a second. We're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail in a second. I can click on more options, which gives me some more things to choose from. So here I have my calendar selected here, Anthony Matrano, and what I have is a bunch of different color choices too. So I could say that science is always going to be red. So I'm going to select red for that one because this is a science test, setting up a red color, and that's going to show up in my calendar here. So when I click on save, now I have that my science test is here and it's in red, so I know that it is for science. Or you could set all tests to be the color red. That might help keep things organized too. If I wanted to make some edits to this, I'm going to click on the event itself and I'm going to click on edit event. And the other thing that I wanted to show you about is notifications. So what I'm getting here is I'm getting a notification in Google Chrome in the browser. I'm going to get a little pop-up 10 minutes before this that I have a science test in 10 minutes. And that's good because then that can remind me of things. But that might not be enough notice. So like say I want a notification the night before so that I remind myself to study. I'm going to click on add notification, and I can choose to either have it be a notification that's going to pop up in the browser or on my app on my phone, or I can have an email, or you can do both too if you wanted to add multiple notifications. So I'm just going to say that I want an email sent to me, and we'll try and think backwards. We could do one day before, or if you wanted to do the night before, you could think hours backwards. So 10 a.m. So 12 hours would be 10 p.m. before. So say I want to be notified 15 hours, so like 7 o'clock after dinner, 15 hours ahead of time. I'm going to get an email 15 hours before this event reminding me that I have a science test at 10 a.m. on the 19th. And then, like I said, you can add another notification if I wanted to do the same thing, have it appear on my phone. If I want multiple notifications, I could do that also. All right, and then if I wanted even more notifications, you can just add as many as you want. I want another email 2 days before, so that I remember to bring home my study guide, or I remember to make flashcards or something like that to help me study. I can do that too. So all those notifications will take place automatically with that event. And so that's kind of two nice things about it. You can change the color to make it stand out within the calendar, or you can also change the notifications, and you see you've got all the notifications there as well. If you wanted to create multiple calendars, we'll talk about that in another video. So that's just two quick things about what you can do with changing events within your calendar to help keep you on top of things and stay a little bit organized. Hope you found that helpful, and I'll be back with some more tips in a little bit.